working principle of the uh, radar. So radar is a ranging and detecting device, and we have also seen this in streaming the and surrounding surface for target. Sometimes antenna is given the rotational motion. So some rotational radars also you might have seen earlier. Actually, we are going to see this, discuss these types later on. But the power that is returning to the receiver radar receiver antenna is given by a simple equation given by PR is equal to PT. PT is transmitted power G1 times sigma into AER upon 4 pi r square of this, and again same relation can be written as PR is equal to PT times G1 into G2 into sigma multiplied by lambda square upon 4 pi cube into r raised to 4th, where the symbols have their meaning. Sigma is radar cross section in meter square, lambda is wavelength of radar signal or the pulse which we are sending using this type of transmitter. G1 is transmission antenna gain, G2 is receiver antenna gain. Both of these gains decide how much amount of energy will be transmitted and amount of energy that will be received. PT is transmission power, PR is reception power. That is what we are going to calculate. AER is effective aperture area of the receiver antenna. That means how much cross-section area or aperture area of that antenna is there. Based upon that, this power may change, which is given by the same relationship which you have written earlier. And R is the range of the radar. So all these things decide how much of an amount of energy will be received by that radar when this particular signal or electromagnetic signal is transmitted from the radar to the object and back. So this is how, that is what we have seen earlier. So usually range of the radar is measured in nautical miles and not in kilometers or meters. So 1 nautical mile is approximately 1.852 kilometers. So that basic unit, as I said earlier, was used by British, and they developed in this technology and the science of this radar, British and German of course, and that's why these particular units have been used by those people which are very frequently used in the Britain. That's why it is nautical, otherwise there is no any other relation with that. In general, radars are operated in the range of the frequencies. This is again fixed one, 220 megahertz to 35 gigahertz. So all the frequencies in between this particular spectrum of electromagnetic spectrum can be used as transmitter as well as receiver waves in case of the radars. Now let's come to the another important point of this discussion. What are the types of radar? There are two basic types. One is called as primary radar, primary surveillance radar (PSR), and second is the secondary surveillance radar, that is SSR. Now what are these types, what are their applications, etc. That is what we are going to discuss in detail. And apart from that, this radar system or radar device has a lot many applications in other fields such as civilian, in the forecasting, that means the climatic forecasting, in the military, in the scientific use, in the remote sensing or other types of land use patterns, forestry determination, and so many. So this whatever imaging or picturizing of earth is possible, that is possible with the help of this type of devices which is called as radar. So what are important applications of radar, that also we are going to discuss in detail, as well as there is another device, third device which we are going to discuss, that is called as pyroelectric thermometer, but about that we will discuss somewhat later. Now let's go for the first thing, types of the radar. Now first type, as I said earlier, it is said to be primary surveillance radar. Give a title. Number 1, primary surveillance radar. Surveillance, S-U-R-Y, S-U-R-V-E-I, L-L-A-N-C-E, radar. In short, it is called as PSR type of radar. Now what is this particular radar? I'll write in brief. The radar transmits a signal, actually a powerful signal in all direction, and a small fraction because depending upon the size of the objects, distance and lot many things, a small fraction of power gets reflected. A very small fraction of powers gets reflected from the target. That's why it's a disadvantage that a lot of our power is required to send a signal from one location to in all 360 directions, or 4 pi, that means the total solid angle, and a very small part of gets reflected. That's why efficiency of this radar is in a question, but doesn't matter. This type of radar has again lot many applications. Now several advantages of PSR. That is, it can operate independently of the target. It can operate independently of the target and does not require cooperation. I'll just explain what this means. Cooperation from target. Does not require any cooperation from target. Okay, it does not require any cooperation from the target. Means what? Target under surveillance. Okay, I'll just explain this particular thing in detail. Now suppose we have a radar which is operating on the airport and there is an aeroplane. Our aeroplane is coming. So if I send certain signals from that radar to that particular aeroplane, and that aeroplane doesn't accept this signal, it doesn't give me any idea whose aeroplane it is, who is driving, from where it has come, then this becomes a problem for us. So whose aircraft this is? Either our aircraft or it is of some other enemy's aircraft or some other unidentified aircraft and so on. So that target is not cooperating at all, means there is a chance that particular object or that particular aeroplane may be of a different person, enemy or like that. And this is one-way system. So this my radar is only identifying this object, but that object is not giving any cooperation, means there is a problem for our there is a system. That means there may be a problem in our system like aeroplane. On the other hand, in secondary type, the target which is being detected or the target which is being observed by this radar, this target accepts this signal and it sends its information from that aeroplane to the radar, and thereby I can identify that this aeroplane is a friend's aeroplane, or it is a commercial aeroplane, or it is our national aeroplane, or like that. So I can identify whether there is an enemy aeroplane or we can identify there is our own aeroplane. So this cooperation is to be provided by that object too. Otherwise the system will be in a problem, or we will have a problem, because if enemy aircraft is coming and if it is bombarding somewhere, then it will be a problem for us. So to identify, to detect that, this primary type of surveillance radar, surveillance means it is taking the stock of the situation. सर्व्हिलन्स याचा अर्थ टेहळणी, म्हणजे मराठीत सांगायचं झालं तर टेहळणी हा अर्थ होतो. सो वी आर surveillance is going on, and this particular radar is sending such type of signals. These signals are being accepted and then reflected back again to the radar. Then we can identify this. So that was the secondary surveillance radar, SSR. And in PSR this facility is not there. So this is one of the disadvantage of this particular type of surveillance radar. It is one direction only. It doesn't require, it doesn't receive any cooperation from the target, and therefore it only detects the target at what distance it is, with what velocity that particular target is moving towards or moving away. This type of primary information is only accepted or only undertaken by this type of radar. Okay, so write in very brief. Does not require. It is used by military purpose. It is used for defense, not military, defense purpose. It is used for defense purpose, for detection of aircrafts, or ships. In naval navigation also this type of radars are used. Ships. As I said, the disadvantages. What are the disadvantages of this? Just now we have talked. Disadvantages. First disadvantage is requires high power, and that's why we need a heavy machinery and all that. So this is one disadvantages. It requires a high power, and that's why if it is very low power is provided to the transmitting signal, then there is no chance that particular signal will get reflected back from the target to the radar again, and therefore we won't be able to identify what that object is. So powerful signal has to be sent, and to create a large power or have a powerful signal, we require initial lot of amount of energy. This is one disadvantage. And second is it cannot provide detailed information of target. That means it just identifies there is something moving, there is something approaching, there is something receding or going away, there is something danger. That type of primary information it sends. It doesn't give you size of that. It doesn't measure its velocity. It doesn't can communicate with this particular type of target, and therefore every primary or basic information about that target is accepted or is identified by that type of radar. That's why it is called as primary surveillance radar. फक्त टेहळणीसाठी आपल्या आकाशात दुसरी कोणाची काही वस्तू आली आहे का, एअरक्राफ्ट असेल, मिसाईल असेल किंवा गन असेल, काय असेल ते, whether these type of objects are there or not, just to identify that this type of primary surveillance radars are used. And now number 2, as I said, this is called as secondary surveillance radar. Secondary surveillance surveillance radar, and this is called as SSR, secondary surveillance radar. And these are powerful, which remove almost all the disadvantages what we have seen in the primary type of radar. So these radars are very useful, popular, and they have a large operating power and operating capacities and so on. Okay, this is आणखी एक नाव आहे. This is also called as see the names, identification friend, as identification friend. Hello, just a minute. कशाला फोन करतात मुलं एसपीचे. दिस इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज आयडेंटिफिकेशन फ्रेंड और आयडेंटिफिकेशन फो. FOE. Okay, and in short it is called as IFF. These radars are also called as IFF radar. Okay, identification of friend or foe. फ्रेंड म्हणजे मित्र, तर सांगायची गरज नाही. फो मीन्स शत्रू, आहे की नाही. FO मीन्स एनिमी, किंवा मराठीत आपण त्याला शत्रू म्हणतो. सो दिस रडार इज बेसिकली यूज फॉर आयडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ ए फ्रेंड ऑर फो. सो इफ ए फ्रेंड इज देअर, दॅट मीन्स इफ आवर ओन एअरक्राफ्ट इज देअर, दिस एअरक्राफ्ट विल रिसीव दॅट सिग्नल. It will provide information in its coded word. Coded information will be provided, that will be accepted by radar, and we can very easily identify what that target is, from where it is coming, who is operating this particular type of target, aeroplane or like that. for what purpose that particular object is moving. This entire coded information will be received at the base station, and therefore landing of aircraft would be available or possible, and that helps you, the system helps you to identify it as a friend. Whereas if it is a foe aircraft, enemy aircraft, that will not be able to identify the signal what we have sent from our radar system, radar on the airport, and then whatever information that is given from that, if it is not matching with the information which we are having, then that will be a foe or that will be a enemy aircraft, and that can be detected very easily. Accordingly, further steps can be taken by the security agencies and so on. So on the airport, in the defense sector, in some other sectors also, this secondary type of aircraft is very useful. So here target must be the friendly or cooperative. Cooperative means it accepts signals and it gives information to the radar again, and that's why communication is possible between that airport controller, airport traffic controller, and that airport and that particular aeroplane. So this two-way communication is possible in case of this type of secondary surveillance radar, which is not possible in the primary surveillance radar, and that is the basic thing one has to understand in this case. So this is called as IFF type of radars also. Okay, you can write in short. In SSR is the SSR. SSR is equipped. SSR is equipped with a device called as transponder. Device in primary in SSR, the equipped with a device called as transponder in the target. So whatever moving target, transponder is provided there in the moving target. Okay, every aeroplane or any other object has to has this type of transponder. Okay,
आवाज नाही येत सर.
आवाज येत नाही, मला येतोय तुझा व्यवस्थित आवाज. आय एम गेटिंग. बघ आता. हॅलो. As I said, we are writing something about this transponder. Secondary case, this SSR radiate a signal. Radiate a signal which is received by a transponder on target after successful retrieval so receiving the signal, RETRIEVING, after successful retrieving of the signal, the target sends the useful information. This is called as cooperation. Sends the useful information in the form of code. Okay, no direct information is provided, some coded information sent by the target towards this radar system or air traffic controller. Okay, code. This information tells the receiver about about size, shape, then height, velocity, purpose, and so many things. Therefore, such objects such targets, maybe aeroplanes, targets are given permissions for safe landing. Okay, remember we are talking everything about the airport system. So on airport, this secondary surveillance radar that sends the signal is received by the target. There is a transponder, and that sends a coded information in the form of code about its shape, size, height, at what height it is, what is the velocity of that object moving, its direction, its purpose, whether it's a commercial aeroplane, whether it's a fighter plane, or whether it's other type of goods aeroplane, etc. Depending upon that, this type by type of operations, safe landing operations, can be managed by this air traffic controller, and therefore these radars are quite useful as compared to other types of radars. Okay, now therefore the advantages. Advantages. Earlier primary has two disadvantages. This radar has two advantages. First advantage, the received signal is much more powerful because it is sent by the target. The received signal is much powerful. That's why easy communication between target and that radar is possible, which is not possible in case of primary surveillance radar. This is first advantage. Second, the signal is not attenuated. Signal is not, okay, I'll use another word here, ATTENUATED. Attenuated means that is called as attenuation. Is the meaning of that word is reduction. The signal is not attenuated by any factors. Okay, climatic conditions, cloud, fog is there or whatever, it is not, this particular type of signals are not attenuated or information doesn't die out. Therefore, it is possible to carry out these type of operations of safe landing and safe takeoff of aeroplanes on the airport. So whatever may be the situations, these type of radars usually doesn't fail in its operation. That's what is important advantage, as I said here. Okay. And another disadvantage of this, there is one disadvantage. These are two advantages. There is one disadvantages. The base station doesn't get correct information if target doesn't cooperate. ओके, म्हणजे आपल्या एखाद्या एअरपोर्टवरती एखादं अनआयडेंटिफाईड विमान आलं आणि आपण त्याला सिग्नल पाठवला पण त्याने काहीच कॉपरेशन केलं नाही, तर मात्र या एअरपोर्ट सिस्टीमसाठी किंवा या प्रकारच्या सिक्युरिटी सिस्टमसाठी खूप मोठा धोका असू शकतो. सो देर मे बी ए व्हेरी लार्ज प्रॉब्लेम, देर मे बी ए ग्रेट प्रॉब्लेम फॉर दॅट एंटायर सिस्टीम इफ दॅट टार्गेट इज not cooperating, is not sending information, is not receiving the signals sent by the radar, and that's why that may be a great problem for that type of operating system. And that for that purpose, for every, that means I think you might have heard about, yes,
टार्गेट कॉपरेट का होत
नाही, काही वेळेस टार्गेटचा सिस्टीम फेल झाली, म्हणजे त्याला सिग्नल ओळखता आला नाही किंवा त्याचं सिस्टीम ऑपरेट झालेली नाही, तर मग काय करायचं? ओके, जोपर्यंत दुसरीकडनं येणारे विमान आपले सिग्नल घेईल, ते सांगेल की मी इकडून आलाय, तिकडून आलाय, एवढे लोक आहेत, एवढी हाईट आहे, अमुक आहे, तमुक आहे, देन इट इज व्हेरी इझी. यू कॅन, कारण एअरपोर्टवरती एकाच वेळेस एकच विमान उतरू शकतं. 10 विमानं जर तुमच्या आकाशात असतील तर यू हॅव टू गिव्ह इन्फॉर्मेशन, म्हणजे आपल्याला त्या सगळ्यांना इन्स्ट्रक्शन द्यायला लागतात की यू कीप ऑन मुव्हिंग, तुम्ही या डिस्टन्समधून एवढ्या ऑर्बिटमध्ये फिरत राहा. अँड देन फर्स्ट एरोप्लेन कम्स, सेकंड एरोप्लेन कम्स, थर्ड एरोप्लेन कम्स, अँड देन प्रत्येक ऑपरेशनला काहीतरी टाइम लागतो किंवा वेळ लागतो. पहिलं एरोप्लेन त्या धावपट्टीवरून दूर गेल्याशिवाय, व्यवस्थित सेफ त्याचं लँडिंग होऊन दूर गेल्याशिवाय दुसऱ्या एरोप्लेनला आपल्याला एंट्री करता येत नाही. आणि यू माइट हॅव हर्ड और सीन ऑन एनी एअरपोर्ट देर इज ओनली वन डिरेक्शन, फक्त एकाच डिरेक्शनमध्ये विमान उतरतात आणि दुसऱ्या डिरेक्शनमधून, अपोजिट डिरेक्शनमधून ती टेक ऑफ करत असतात. सो यू हॅव टू मेंटेन ऑल दिस थिंग्स. So that is called as air traffic control. So job of air traffic control becomes very difficult wherever such type of problem occurs. And in such a situation, the fighter planes are continuously in operation. म्हणजे ते तयारच असतात. अगदी 2 मिनिटांमध्ये 4 मिनिटांमध्ये जर आपल्याला त्याच्याकडून त्या एरोप्लेनकडनं काही माहिती मिळाली नाही किंवा इन्फॉर्मेशन मिळाली नाही, इट मे बी पॉसिबल दॅट एरोप्लेन इज फ्रॉम सम एनिमी. आणि मग त्याचा बंदोबस्त करण्यासाठी आपल्याला ही सगळी सिस्टीम तयार ठेवावी लागते. So this entire operation of air traffic control is very difficult, technical, requires lot of information, lot of knowledge of all these things that is happening, and that's why these radar systems or the secondary surveillance radar system is one of the very important parameter of all airports or defense system, defense sector and all that. Wherever we find this particular secondary surveillance radars, they have a great uses and applications that is to be seen here. Okay, so these are the two basic types of PSR and SSR, primary surveillance radar and secondary surveillance radars, and their operations, their advantages, their disadvantages, and so many things. Okay, now let's go for other applications of radar. Other applications of radars. We'll just mention them. I won't go into much discussion about this, what we have done earlier. First I'll write in short: weather conditions, positions of mountain, iceberg in sea, icebergs in sea. So ships must have this type of radars, and they must have this system of operation which will identify iceberg in the sea. Otherwise, we always know 1/6 part of this particular iceberg is above the sea level, and one remaining, that means more than 1/8 part is above the water level, and 7/8, that means 7 part out of 8, that part is inside the sea, and therefore if it is not properly identified, there is a chance of collision of that particular ship and that type of iceberg. That is what exactly happened with this Titanic, the movie you might have seen. So not to occur such type of incidents, we must have a proper radar system which will identify icebergs in the sea, their sizes, shapes, direction, and so on. Then shoreline. Then buried metals. हॅलो, काय आवाज येत नाही?
येस सर, टाइम अप झालेला आहे.
काय हँग झालं? माझं चालू आहे व्यवस्थित. हॅलो आदर्श
सर, दुसरं लेक्चर आहे सर केमिस्ट्रीचं अजून.
कितीला येतात?
आत्ताच 11:20ला.
मग वेळ आहे की अजून? कसं काय? मला 10:50चं होतं ना, मला 10:50 ते 11:40 माझं लेक्चर आहे. आपलं लेक्चर 10:50 ते 11:40, 50 मिनिटांचं लेक्चर आहे. केमिस्ट्री लेक्चर आता कसं असू शकेल
सर? 10:20 to 11. सर 10:40 to 11:20.
10:40 to 11:20. ओके.
10 मिनिटं उशिरा घेतलं लेक्चर म्हणजे.
ओके, ठीक आहे. मला माझ्याकडे टाइम टेबल होता त्याप्रमाणे गेलो. ठीक आहे, आपण थांबूया. मी अटेंडन्स घेतो. टुमॉरो और डे आफ्टर अगेन विल टेक सम मोर 2-3 lectures, and then we'll try to finish the remaining things here. Okay, just a minute, let me take the attendance, then you can leave. Yes, yeah, now you can leave. You can join to the other lectures, no problem. FY. हा बोला बोला, फोन केला होता. ज्योती मॅडम नाही येत नाही, बाहेरून कोणी येत नाही यावर्षी. ज्योती मॅडमच घेत आहेत त्याच्या SY. काय सांगितलं? नाही काही पार्ट ह्या पण घेत आहेत ज्योती मॅडम. दोन चॅप्टर, फिजिक्सचे चॅप्टर ज्योती मॅडमना, केमिस्ट्री असं केलंय. तरी मी माहिती घेऊन तुम्हाला फोन करतो. हो हो, नाही आहे ज्योती मॅडम आहे माझ्यासमोर. लेक्चर घेतली त्यांनी SYचे बरेचसे. तुम्ही टाकून द्या बिंदास. हां पर्यावरणाचे SYचे एन्व्हायरमेंटचं ज्योती मॅडमने घेतले आहेत काही लेक्चर्स. सांगतो मी तुम्हाला. बघ उघडा निदान संपला. SY
तुम्ही यशच काय
आपलं FY माझा
सेकंड सेमिस्टर काहीच नाही.
खूप प्राचार्य म्हणलं सुरू करा. पण काय सुरू येत नाहीत मुलं ना सध्या. काय
त्यातच एक्झाम घ्यायची असताना सेकंड फर्स्ट सेमिस्टर
फर्स्ट सेमिस्टर
हे चांगलं झालं, जरा मस्त झालं, प्रॅक्टिकल जॉईन झालं.
हा चालू झाला. आता काय शेवटी सूचना गव्हर्नमेंटच्या कळत राहते.
सक्सेस वाटेल, सक्सेस वाटेल
जास्त
महाराष्ट्र.
महाराष्ट्रात नाही 7,000 झाले महाराष्ट्र.
हा नाही 6,900
तेच ना.
बाबा 6,200 साक्षीने वाढले आता. आणि मग एक दिवस 100 वाढले होते आमचे. आपल्या पुणे याच्यामध्ये पिंपळे गोवा आणि ग्रामीणमध्ये सुसला बी स्पेशल द्या. काय चाललंय
तसं काय 90% पेशंटना काही त्रास नाही.
काय होतं नको नाही, काळजी घेतात बाकी काही नाही.
काही नाही, तेच ना.
काल आता लग्न वगैरे होतं ना, सगळी एकाने नाव झालं, एकाने ही कॅटर दिसत होतं नाव झालं, आमच्या वडील नाव घेऊन सगळे मस्त होते. काय नाही, 200-300 काय प्रकार नव्हता बरं का.
किती किलो
काही पण चालू होतं.
कुठं होतं?
बाहेर पुढे पाहून
आता त्या लोकांवरच कारवाई करणार ना गव्हर्नमेंट. हे जे आहे ते ह्याच्यावाले. बरं आता काय करायचं?
काय माहिती आहे, काय 5 तारखेला हे प्रेझेंटेशन